Talk about Minneapolis and how pussy hip hop is.
Hot take. Go ahead.
It's sickening to think of the hip hop I came from and the hip hop I was introduced to, and think of the hip hop that other people were introduced to, and how silent hip hop is on certain matters. You niggas is pawns, pussies, and fucking puppets. All of y'all don't have a voice to say shit. Everybody. It's too silent for me. It's too silent when you see Americans getting executed on American soil by America, and then they go on TV and tell you every reason that what you just saw is not what is. No time in my life could that happen and hip-hop not be in an uproar.
I disagree.
I wasn't asking you.
Joe Budden has this stance with rappers and hip-hop guys that they are pussy, puppets, and another P word I can't remember what he said.
Pawns, pussies, and fucking puppets.
Not speaking or making songs or rapping about or doing anything as far as what's going on in Minnesota. How do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think about that?
I'm sure there's someone out there doing it.
Right, but it's definitely not
the
the majority.
About like the people that are like the face of hip hop right now.
Just he's talking to the majority, like the big guys,
right.
Like Lil Yachty, Travis Scott, whoever the fuck is popping, Lil Uzi,
the
whatever.
faces of hip hop right now, currently.
Right, basically.
Right.
The people with a platform, the people that are on popping, the mainstream guys, whatever.
Right. Why is that? Maybe.
He was very passionate about like that.
Let's bring Drake a minute. Why he never touches on nothing?
That's a good. He fits under that umbrella of Joe Budden's statement.
Yeah.
Why he never touched on nothing? Black, political, anything that's siding with us.
I think they like.
He don't be rapping like he tried to free the slaves or whatever.
That's crazy.
But you think people have a fear of stepping
he said
on the
another
wrong
weird
toes,
line like that on Slime
so to
Me Out
speak?
too.
You think people got a fear of stepping on the wrong toes as far as giving their view politically?
Absolutely.
On certain things, and maybe losing their audience, or maybe things that could come with that, like maybe endorsements or
absolutely, as far as
opportunity,
right? Absolutely, as far as definitely as far as celebrities are like, that's the case, especially with like actors and shit like that, because you will see, like at the Grammys, there are certain people that will wear the Ice Out pin and say fuck ICE and use their platform like that, but there are also other celebrities or actors and whatnot that will be like, I'm not a political person, I don't want to talk about that, I don't got nothing to do with that, blah 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 blah.
Right.
So Drake, but as far as rappers go, it's either that or they also are just like, a lot of the rappers these days are just uneducated.
Yeah.
Uneducated. They don't make that
Don't
type
even
of music,
expect nobody from
don't
even expect nobody from Atlanta to even touch on that.
Right.
Like
except for JID.
JID, he's
that
the only one.
Yeah, he's super lyrical.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, JID.
You know what's a bop right now?
What?
That new T.I.
Yup, that's a fact.
Look at what you do, T.I.
So
that's off the stage with
that new T.I. That shit is hard.
But that goes in what I was talking about with this Joe Budden topic, is because what my stance is that Joe Budden says that, but I almost feel like he's hypocritical, because when he was making music, he wasn't one of those guys that was talking about what was going on and whatnot.
Definitely wasn't.
Right, and I made on top of that, like, I'm glad you brought up T.I., is that Joe Budden's quote unquote retired from rap and whatnot, but Joe Budden is successful not for his rap career or his music, but for his podcast.
He ain't never even answered. He ducked smoke with M. Remember when he was on Everyday Struggle and Remy Ma was like, "Why you ain't reply to Eminem?"
Oh shit, I didn't even see that one. But that's a fact.
Yeah,
so it's not. That's why
to get back to what you said,
I got love for Joe.
He was never one of those type of people that was touching on things when he was out.
Right, I got love for Joe, but like I almost have beef with that, because he can't. You can have that opinion, but because you were in the rap game and didn't do those things, it's almost hypocritical.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see him. I never remember him being.
No, he never touched on nothing political or nothing. And there was a lot of things going on back then he could have touched on.
Right.
So for him to put that on the rappers now, it's just for him to make. It's just for content.
It is, and it's easy to do. It's easy to say something, but then not do it.
Yeah, it's just for content.
On top of that, when I thought about it more, is that, like, you brought up T.I.
Yeah.
Like T.I., you could say T.I.'s been retired and whatnot, and he's coming back to drop his last album or whatever the case is. Like, Joe doesn't do that. Joe hasn't. I don't think Joe's made anything like I want to say like 10 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but you'll see people like T.I. come out of nowhere and still drop a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z will come out of nowhere, drop what God's did.
Mm-hmm.
But then Joe won't do that, and from my perspective, or in my opinion, or what I think is that he won't do that because I don't think it will live up to the success that he's had with the podcast. I feel like, I mean, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that would make sense. Not just like, oh, I don't want to or whatever. So it's like you can't have all these hip hop rap takes and then not throw your hat in the ring at all, like type shit. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But
I think with Joe real quick though, with Joe Budden, I think if he did drop a project, it's gonna be picked up by all of his following because he has a cult following.
That's a fact.
You know,
but they're either gonna love it or hate it. You know what I mean? Like because they're gonna pick it up,
Yeah.
but are they gonna love it? Or are they gonna hate it? Or are they gonna like it or whatever?
I never could.
I got mad love for
touch
Joe.
on political topics and current events.
I never could get into none of his.
I
could get into none of Joe Budden's stuff because like when he started putting out projects and all of that, it was mood music and all that. He was like on drugs and shit, and I couldn't relate. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, and I was not a fan of his vocal tone.
Right.
Like never.
Are you follow his podcast like that or not?
I watched clips.
Okay. His manager, I don't know if you know his manager, Ian.
I heard of him.
Ian was recently on a podcast of his own and said when he first linked with Joe, he didn't like his music, but he liked his personality. And once Ian and Joe linked up, that's when the podcast like skyrocketed and whatnot. So it's like, it's very interesting. And the thing is that
that's an interesting take.
It's an interesting take, but it's also like, it's interesting that Joe, the people that are on his podcast really can't debate him like that because I don't know if you know him, but like Ish be fucking up.
Yeah, I know Ish.
Ish
I don't
like,
know them, but I heard of them.
Right, but Ish be like making the worst takes and whatnot.
So
like,
Melissa Ford's not on the podcast no more?
Nah, she got the boot or she left or whatever.
Why?
I think it has to do with her and Flip. Like that. Like I think what I hear is that she gave Joe an ultimatum that it was either Flip or her, and then
he kept
Flip obviously still here, so she dipped or whatnot.
I think Joe kind of wasn't feeling her anyway.
You know Mona? Call me white. Don't call me white girl.
I heard of her.
Yeah.
The only reason why I heard of her,
I can't stand.
The only reason why I heard of her is because Ack was
like
dissing
rusty,
her.
Dusty bitch. I can't take
Ack
her
was dissing
at
her.
all.
I first heard about her because she was dissing Papoose.
Okay.
So I was like, who is this person speaking down on it? These people just get him a mic and they just start get in front of the camera and they just start talking like they've been here and they got the permission to do this type of stuff.
That's
like they just talking down on people. But then I heard then Ack started dissing her. Then that's when I said, oh, that's that same chick that was talking down on Pat. But yeah, I don't know. I don't never rock. But I think what happened was too when she showed up with that OVO merch on.
Melissa?
Yeah.
That'll do it. I mean, she got name dropped in the Drake song. Like as a
she
woman,
got name dropped.
As a woman, you gonna rock that. That's a fact. But yeah, much love to Joe Budden, the podcast and whatnot. But I just feel like that's something,
Joe Budden.
That's something that gotta be like,
bro,
like something that's gotta be discussed and whatnot.
Well, when was the last time you mentioned something that was going on politically?
Yeah, you can't put that on somebody when you have never done it yourself, and you can't actively be like mad about it that they're not doing it when you had multiple chances to do it and you didn't do it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you have, let us know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Drop the unreleased.
Yeah, drop the unreleased.
That's a fact.
Or let us know some songs that you did that you're taking a political stance.
Because I ain't hear
before
none
you
of
start calling people.
I wasn't never really Joe Budden fan anyway. I told you I couldn't really.
He called people the Padus, right?
I couldn't really.
He said they was Padus.
P words and all. I couldn't really.
He said they was Padus.
Never could get into his vocal tone.
Right. No, I get it.
That's a big part of.
He's an acquired taste. That's again.
That's a big part of music for me. A lot of people don't like Kendrick because of that.
Right.
They don't like his vocal tone. He sounds like an alien, and then it throws people off.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. If I can't get with your vocal tone, I'm not gonna listen to you. It's gonna fall on deaf ears.
Nah, I get that. I'm not mad at that. Next topic, we only got a few more left, but Tory Lanez. Hey, if you guys like this video, make sure you check out these videos where we talk more about music, dating, and real life situations. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Make sure you check out these videos and make sure you subscribe. Peace.